Good morning, I'm Jade Balexa.
And I'm Chloe Ortega. Thanks for joining us. Here's some of the stories we're following today, Tuesday, November 16th. The entire city of Jackson under a boil water notice. We'll tell you how long you could be dealing with low or no water pressure and how people are reacting to the latest water crisis in the capital city.
Police are on the hunt for two suspects who broke into a jewelry store in Byram. We'll tell you how the estimated value of the items, what the estimated value of the items are the burglars got away with.
And the jury will begin deliberation this morning in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. My prosecutors say he provoked violence that left 2 people dead. All those stories and more coming up, but first let's have a check on weather. Did you notice the moon when you were coming in? It was so big.
Yeah, it's huge out there. It is making the skies bright. Jacob, and I noticed it's a little warmer today.
Yeah, that's right. Not quite as chilly. Can you believe it this morning, Chloe and Jade? We're in the 50s as folks head out the door. So certainly nowhere near freezing like we were back on Sunday. 54 right now at downtown Jackson and Brandon, 54 in Madison. Flora right now at 56. Clinton and Utica sitting at 57 degrees right now. 49 though. We do have chilly spot down in Hattiesburg. The rest of us in the 50s. 59 for Rolling Fork, 54 in Natchez, Hazelhurst and Mendenhall at 53 degrees. And we're staying sunny all day long. Temperatures warm quickly, low 70s by your lunch hour as we stay here in the low to mid 70s through the afternoon. Sunshine and that south breeze keeping us unseasonably warm with clear skies for tonight. However, we enjoy the sunshine today and tomorrow, but rain coming later this week. I'm going to time out this next cold front for you coming up in about 10 minutes.
Thanks, Jacob. We start in Vicksburg, where police are searching for a missing 19-year-old woman. Investigators say Megan Wallace was last seen Wednesday, November 10th, around 8 p.m., leaving a home on Alcorn Drive and getting into a white Party Ice Company truck. If you know where Megan Wallace is, please call the Vicksburg Police Department. The entire city of Jackson is under a precautionary boil water notice.
The issue reportedly started at the O.B. Curtis water treatment plant over the weekend. According to city engineer Dr. Charles Williams, workers at the water treatment facility are trying to get the system back online. It's believed a bad batch of chemicals used to improve water quality were incorrectly administered Saturday night. Businesses and schools throughout the city could start experiencing little to no water pressure for the next several days, especially in parts of South and West Jackson. And many people in the capital city say they are upset about having to deal with another water issue.
Not good. I mean, I'm upset because City of Jackson just sent me a water bill for almost $1,500, a week ago? Yeah. And we paid for it completely in full.
We paid all that money for water.
City of Jackson need to be knocking on my door and delivering some water to me personally.
Oh my, and Dr. Charles Williams says once everything at the water treatment plant is fixed, it will take 2 positive tests from the State Department of Health to lift the boil water notice. And coming up on 12 News at 5, we'll hear from an EPA administrator who toured Jackson's water treatment facility yesterday.
JPS has canceled classes at 15 schools today due to the water crisis in Jackson. After-school programming has also been canceled for today, but parents can still pick up lunch for students at the closed sites between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. For a full list of school closures, visit our website, WJTV.com. And that brings us to this morning's 12 News Connect question. Do you believe President Biden's infrastructure bill will help solve Jackson's water crisis? Go online to vote at WJTV.com/connect or use the 12 News mobile app. We'll have the results for you at 6 and 6:30. Back in Vicksburg, Mayor George Flaggs is waiting for the state to receive the federal infrastructure money before breaking ground on some planned water infrastructure improvements. According to the Vicksburg Post, the mayor plans to use the funds to build a new water tank, implement a water system program to locate water leaks, and build a port for the city. Mayor Flaggs has already met with state officials to secure the funds. However, the state legislature will determine where to allocate the money.
And in Lee County, a Saltillo man is arrested after allegedly planning a mass murder at his church. Lee County deputies say they received a tip about a possible threat to a church on Friday. That's when Evans posted on social media he was planning on going through with the act Sunday. 20-year-old Ryan Evans is charged with making a terroristic threat. His bond was set at $100,000.
In Byram, police are searching for 2 suspects in a jewelry store burglary. Take a look at this video surveillance. This happened early Sunday morning. You can see two suspects shattering the front glass of the door of the business. They also shattered the glass display cases, taking numerous items estimated to be worth around $20,000. If you have any information about this burglary, call Byram Police.
A proposal to set aside $1 million for a new jail was rejected by the Hinds County Board of Supervisors. On Monday, the board voted it down, saying that not enough planning has been done to start allocating the funds. Supervisor David Archie proposed not only putting the money aside, but also asking the city of Jackson to put up an additional $1 million for the holding facility. Interim Sheriff Marshawn Chrysler says he wants to get with the engineers to see how much it would cost to upgrade the jail holding facility downtown and bring it up to Department of Justice standards. Supervisor Cordell Calhoun says he will vote on the funding when they figure out a location and price for the facility.
Now to our coronavirus coverage. Daily COVID case numbers remain low in Mississippi. On Monday, the State Department of Health reported 806 new cases and 16 additional deaths from over the weekend. Nearly 510,000 positive cases have been recorded in the Magnolia State since March of 2020, and more than 10,000 Mississippians have died. A woman who was freed from prison back in 2011 dies from COVID-19. Jamie Scott was released 10 years ago after being convicted with her sister, Gladys Scott, in a 1993 armed robbery in Mississippi. Both went on to become advocates for justice. According to a statement issued on Monday by the organization, Sisters of Hope, which she founded with her sister Gladys Scott, Jamie died last Tuesday after contracting the virus. She was only 49 years old.
500 National Guard troops are standing by in Wisconsin ahead of the verdict in the Kyle Rittenhouse murder trial. The 18-year-old is facing up to life in prison for killing two men last year during protests in the police shooting of Jacob Blake. Jury deliberations began today after more than 30 witnesses took the stand during 8 days of testimony, but it was Rittenhouse's appearance that stuck out the most. During closing arguments yesterday, attorneys for the 18-year-old say he acted in self-defense when he shot three men, killing two during the protest in Wisconsin last year. But prosecutors argue that Rittenhouse provoked the violence by bringing a firearm to the protest.
Every person who was shot was attacking Kyle. One with a skateboard, one with his hands, one with his feet, one with a gun.
The defendant, by their logic, he gets to run around with a gun all night. But, oh, we're not supposed to take him as a threat. No, it doesn't work that way. The same set of rules apply to the defendant as everybody else.
Rittenhouse is facing 5 criminal counts, including first-degree intentional homicide. The judge is allowing the jury to consider several lesser charges if they acquit him on the original counts. And your time right now is 4:37.
And coming up on 12 News, parents, listen up. Costco is recalling a drink mix that may contain metal or glass. We'll tell you what to look for in your fridge or cabinets.
And coming up on 12 News at 5, Governor Tate Reeves has released his budget recommendation for fiscal year 2023. One part of his proposal includes banning critical race theory in Mississippi classrooms.
And temperatures this morning about 15 degrees warmer than yesterday. I'm tracking warmer air in your forecast coming up next.